Hello, today here I have a special guest. I have Jonh Morena. How are you doing, John?
Good. How are you doing?
I am doing wonderful. Tell me about you, your background, what do you do?
Well, I was born and raised in Long Island City, Queens, and I'm an actor.
You're an actor?
Yes. I'm a partner with a theater company, an independent theater company called St. John's Theater, and we've been working out of Greenpoint, Brooklyn for about 7 years.
7 years doing this. It's a long time. What do your parents tell you when you say, I am an actor? Like, I want to do this for a living.
While my mom was alive, I didn't know. The bug bit me after I had moved out of my parents' house, and I was living on my own, and my dad moved down to Freehold, New Jersey. So they just said it. My dad said, "Well, if that's your dream, follow it, because if you do what's in your heart, the money comes." In 2001, I got my start with Actors Reps. That's where the whole idea came from. Somebody told me that I should think about being a model. So on a job hunt one day, I went out to all these different model agencies. I heard I was too short, a little too old. They gave me all the reasons why I couldn't model. But when I went to Actors Rep, I read lines for them, and they loved it. They loved my reading, and they're like, "What else have you done?" No, I haven't done anything. So I BS'd my way through it. I told them, you know what, and it's great this guy didn't catch on, because Ma Rainey's Black Bottom Band, which is what I told him I did in college, because I did read it in college, but I read it in like a speech class kind of thing. It wasn't for acting. It's an all-black play. And I told him I played the part of Slow Drag, because that's the part I read for. So lucky enough, he didn't know this play. Otherwise, he would have known.
He would have known. So now that you talk about plays,
bluffing.
How did you feel when you're on the stage in front of so many people?
It's exhilarating. I absolutely love it. There's nothing like performing.
What kind of characters have you played?
Some pretty offbeat. I mean,
Did they relate to you? To your personality?
I make them relate to me. My very first time I was ever on stage, I played an alcoholic's brain-damaged brain. Now, where do you get something to go on for that? So I took a little bit of Kramer, a little bit of Joe Ignatowski from Taxi, and threw in a little of my own personality there, and did what the directors thought. One of the main jobs as an actor is to give the director what they're looking for. So I followed the director's direction, and we came up with something that worked.
Is it hard doing theater? Do you need more time to rehearsals compared to film?
Yeah, you do. I mean, when the theater company decided we were going to do an independent film, I mean, there were times we were running our lines because we didn't know them, while we were changing our costume for the next shot, and we kept running them back and forth just to get them down, so when we got up there we wouldn't flub a line and have to waste tape. Theater's a lot different because you do need a lot more rehearsal, and the way Sean does these things, they are works in progress, so they can change mid performance. Sometimes they can change, And can
you improvise in theater?
You have to. You
Really?
Somebody misses a cue. I mean, we've had incidences where some of us, we miss. One of the things I love about theater, the audience isn't holding a script, so they have no idea what's going to happen next. So if you do make a mistake, as long as you don't let it show, nobody can tell.
You play it safe.
Exactly.
Well, you're working a film. Recently, you were working.
We did a film last year.
What is the name of the film? Very
late
interesting.
October. It's called Love is Black Water.
Love is Black Water. And what's it about?
Well, I can't say. I mean, I remember what it was supposed to be about, when we first shot it, and it was basically a hostage situation at this abandoned storefront in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. Because we have the space, 94 Norman, which is where we rehearse our plays, edit our film, and all that, and it's an abandoned storefront. So we figured it was perfect for the film. And these two brothers kidnapped a girl and killed her, and they had a hostage. The cops were outside, and you get the idea from the film that, all the players have passed when they let the girl out of the body bag that she's in, And then my character is called the Ghost. I appear in
you like
the
it?
doorway. Oh, it was fun.
It was fun.
That was a lot more fun than doing theater.
Really? So now you're going for film.
Yeah, I like doing film. I do.
Which one do you like more, personally?
Film.
How come?
Because you don't get to see yourself when you do a play. You know, you don't know what you're like up there. You can't see the final product. You only feel it. Like when I'm doing theater, I mean, there's only times I can know whether I'm on, like, there's some nights I feel like I'm just completely on fire and I know I've done a great job and it's like, yes.
You're going to do it.
But you can't.
You can't really see it.
Right, you don't see the whole thing and how it came together and you don't see the final product. You don't get to see what the audience sees. With film, yeah, you do. You get to see your final product. You get to see what the audience sees. You get to be, you get to create it, but then you get to see the whole picture after it's been made.
People who are watching you right now that would like to choose be an actress or an actor, from your experience?
From my experience and what I've seen in life, you know what? There's three basic rules that I live by, and one is I have faith in myself and in the fact that this is my destiny, and I'm meant to be an actor. I'm meant to do films. I have the patience because everything comes in its own time. You got to wait till the pieces fall in place and all the 7 emotions line up, and then I have the persistence to never ever give up.
Never give up.
There's a thin line between success and failure, and that is how far were you willing to take it? You know, the people that succeed just never quit. They never failed. They just kept going.
Exactly. So finally, your contact info.
The theater company has a website. It's called stjohnstheater.org, and it's the old-fashioned spelling of theater, so it's THEATRE.
Okay, thank you very much, Jonh Morena.
You're welcome.
We wish you the best, and we can't wait to see that film.
Oh, well, look for it when it comes out. It's called Love is Black Water, and we're going to be trying to sell it and getting it into film festivals and trying to, market it as best we can.
Thank you very much, and we hope to see you soon.